like when we talk about changing the cycle, our generation is really the ones that is like implementing that change. You get what I'm saying? There is really such a huge change. You know, we take accountability, we talk about our feelings.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? In a way, I guess like even parent our parents.
Yeah, no.
You get what I'm saying?
No, not in a way. We are. Like, we have taken on the burden of parenting our parents.
Yeah, like mentally.
Hi, babies. Welcome back to the podcast, the Bayleigh Daily Podcast and the Bayleigh Daily channel. You already know that I have had to have my girl Cam on here, and we're talking about everything modern motherhood. We are both pregnant for the second time with our babies that are the same age. So I feel like it's only right that we kind of give our opinions and takes on everything that's kind of going on in the motherhood space right now. Welcome to the pod, girl.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. And congrats on your podcast.
Same. Congrats on your baby.
Congrats on the babies, of course.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to start the podcast off with some rapid questions. I need Cam, and y'all know Cam is long-winded, so you know she's going to be talking. But this one, I need a rapid answer, so I'm going to ask questions, and you just have to give me like 1 to 2 word answers. Okay?
I'm a deep thinker, so yeah, I'll just like let it flow. I'm going to just let it flow.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to do number 1. Who's your motherhood role model? Like, give me like a famous person. Like mom goals.
Oh, okay. Mom goals, a famous person.
Yeah.
Oh my God. See? Oh my, that's such a good one. Wait, could it be like a TV character?
Yeah. Sure.
I'm gonna go with Aunt Viv.
Okay, period.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Aunt Viv.
Dark skin or light skin?
Dark skin, Aunt Viv. Yeah, because she had like more substance, like for that character and everything.
Okay.
But I just love the kind of mother she was. She was very,
you don't get to talk about it.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, all right, you said rapid.
There. Okay, 2.
Okay, my bad.
I'm saying, do you think that being a mom is for everyone?
No,
Ooh.
And that's okay.
Ooh. Okay, we'll get there. All right. Best part about being a mom?
My baby. Like my children.
Yeah. Now you got two.
Holy crap. Yeah. Like the kid, that is the best part.
Okay, stay-at-home mom, working mom, or both?
Both. A stay-at-home working mom?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
A working mom. There's that. Okay, and last of the rapids. What'd you kill for your child?
Yeah, depending on the circumstance. Like absolutely. Sure. If I had to, absolutely.
Okay. No hesitation. All right. So now that we're a little warmed up, then we'll let her do her thing.
That was fun.
There you go. There you go. That's good. Okay. So the topic this podcast is modern motherhood. I feel like motherhood has changed a lot since like our moms were moms, and like I see that now that we're parenting. So like my mom will be like, well, you know, a lot has changed, but like I still think, and then she'll give me her opinion, and I'm like, I love her opinion. I welcome her opinion with open arms, but also a lot has changed. So what is your definition of modern motherhood now?
I think it's with being millennials.
Okay.
I'm like, it's just, I was just scrolling and everything, and I saw a cute little TikTok of a millennial mom, and it really warmed my heart because like when we talk about changing the cycle, our generation is really the ones that is like implementing that change. You get what I'm saying? There is really such a huge change. You know, we take accountability, we talk about our feelings.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? We're trying to, in a way, I guess like even parent our parents.
Yeah.
No, you get what I'm saying?
No, not in a way. We are. Like we have taken on the burden of parenting our parents.
Yeah. Like mentally. You get what I'm, not in a way like, oh, they're old, let me take care of you physically. No, like we're literally parenting our parents and seeing how damaged they are. Like, woo, child, I had a damaged person raising me, but I'm still gonna try to fix you. You know, so I think that's kind of like my definition of modern motherhood. Us millennials are the ones that's like really changing that cycle for the first time.
Okay, so speaking of us being millennial mothers, that's another thing. So we're kind of like the people that brought in the internet and the social media phase, right? Like we are still on the parts where like I remember dial-up, but then I also know full-fledged Instagram, TikTok, all that. Do you feel like social media has added anxiety to motherhood, or it's added more like awareness?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that comparison, like sometimes with social media, of course, like we can compare ourselves to the people that we see online with these platforms, right? And you can sometimes like, man, I wish I was that kind of mom. But it's like you don't know, is she crumbling as soon as that camera turns off? You get what I'm saying? Like, So.
Or that she's raising her child in a bubble, or like you don't know anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're like, there's a little bit of both.
There's definitely a little bit of both.
Okay.
To it. Wait, what was the other half of that?
The awareness part of like, does it bring you awareness? You know, because now you can look everything up on the internet. You can go and you can see, and you know.
It's good, but I think just with like everything in life, you have to take it in doses. Period. Because sometimes it can get very overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Social media. It's so hard because it's so addictive. Sure. You get what I'm saying? They make it to be addictive, but you have to have your boundaries with that. Like, okay, I'm gonna put down the phone.
But it goes a step further. You're a mom that also creates content. So when you put your content out, are you thinking about this of like, how do I want to come off to moms? Do I want to be realistic? Do I want to sell this kind of like drink? Like, how does that affect you?
No, for me personally, when I create my content, I'm actually recording just very small doses of what I was doing anyway.
Exactly.
Am I making sure that like, okay, like let me make sure my hair is, you get what, it looks a little bit better. Maybe I'm not in a bonnet, but I was actually doing that. I was actually feeding my child. I was just recording that moment. Or I was actually straightening up. I was just recording that moment. Okay. You know, like it's for me, I'm not trying to create an image of perfection.
This very produced image. Okay.
Yeah, no, hell no. Okay. Because I think with my audience, my supporters, like why they gravitate towards me is just because I'm very relatable in that sense. Like I'm not like out of touch or out of reach. Like we shop at the same places. We do the same things. It's like, oh, your house is messy too. Did it, you know, I think I'm very relatable.
Period. Okay, who do you go to motherhood advice from? Who do you get motherhood advice from?
I think it depends on what kind of advice I need. Sometimes like I'll ask my mom friends. My sister-in-law is somebody that like we always go to each other and talk to each other about certain things when it comes to motherhood, or like how we're changing that cycle in that instance, or you get what I'm saying? Like I think it depends on who, or even my own mother.
Yeah.
Depending on what the situation is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, but I have an amazing like ecosystem of mothers around me. Even my sister-in-law now on Leroy's side, you know, like I have 3 amazing sister-in-laws, but I'm talking about his older sister. She's an amazing mom. You get what I'm, so with certain things, I can go to her and ask like, okay, if the baby's sick, what would you do? Hey, somebody, for example, somebody at Kingston's daycare, one of the kids, like they got sick with something. So she works in a daycare too. So we're like, hey, they're just now letting us know what happened in a different classroom. Should we pull him out? Should we pull him out, or should we keep him there? So like, even if it's something as small as that, you know, like I have an amazing orbit of mothers around me that I can go to for different reasons.
Okay, so I will say this. So obviously, y'all, I've known Cam since before motherhood, okay? And I feel like there's been a difference in the person that you are after motherhood. Like, you've always been like, I've always wanted to be a mom. Absolutely. You know, this is, you know, part of your calling, and I think you're glowing. I love the maturity. I love the evolution. But how do you see yourself now that you're a mom? Do you feel like there's a whole new version of Cam, or do you feel like this is just Cam with a little extra? Like, how do you feel like it's changed you?
I think it's just evolved me.
Yeah.
This is who I was always meant to be. Yeah. I was always supposed to be a mother. You get what I'm saying? And like, I always find myself just saying like, I love it here. I love being a mom. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Even though people are like, oh, just wait, and trying to brace you for stuff. I don't care what challenges are headed my way. I honestly,
I'm up for the challenge.
No, I love it, but I think it's evolved me in the very best way.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say like.
No, but I like this perspective.
Yeah, it's just like, evolved me.
As it should. I feel like it's hard because we have like, there's contradicting opinions out there. And I know like lately, at least for me, my timeline is all about the complaining moms that are like, hey, this stuff is hard, or pregnancy sucks, or whatever. Like, to where which we all feel, don't get me wrong. But I do realize like there's such a beautiful part to motherhood. And I don't want to brush that under the rug. Like, I like that you're like, no, with all the bad, like I tend to favor the good. And you like being a mom.
Yeah, and the thing is, everybody's gonna have a different experience, right? Yeah. Like some people might not have an amazing experience with motherhood. Like, for example, even with postpartum.
Yeah.
For me, my first year with my child, it was an amazing time. Maybe a mom that is freshly postpartum within their child's first year, it might not be a beautiful experience, and that's okay. So I understand and recognize that we are all different, and it is okay for us to all have different experiences.
And
I will never knock anybody.
Between pregnancies too, of like we're on round 2, and me and Cam flip flop. The first time
we talk about it all the time,
girl. No, we do. We talk about the first time around. I hated her, like not, and like loved her of course, but she was like, oh my God, pregnancy is so beautiful. You don't love it. You don't love it.
I'm like, pregnancy is the best thing ever. It's just a beautiful process.
Have all the kids, and I was like, I'm miserable. Please stop talking.
And I'm like, girl, like it's like, come on.
No, she did.
Like,
this
is beautiful.
It's not that deep. You got it. Like I'm like, no, ma'am, I'm dying.
And now we completely switch. She's like, it is a beautiful process, and I'm like, I hate it here.
Thank the Lord. But like, thank the Lord. I'm like, and I told you, I'm like, I'm happy I got to experience both sides, because I would have been like, these hoes been lying to me this whole time, you know, because pregnancy is so like, people be trying to make it seem like it's so beautiful, and it is.
But some people think that it is so bad as well. And it's like, even with, I shared my experience for both pregnancies, and this time around being completely transparent with my audience about the downside of it. I'm telling you, there's a whole tribe of us that's like, I gotta have the spit cup too.
No,
oh my God, I hate it here too.
The extra symptoms, and luckily, like I said, I didn't get any of that. But the last time, I vividly remember it just being terrible. Even like, okay.
So something about me, sometimes I'm not like a very empathetic person.
Okay.
So it's hard for me
Scorpio.
to, no, seriously, like sometimes it's hard for me to like feel like certain emotions. Like, for example, we'll talk about our first pregnancies, how you were like, man, this sucks, da, 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 da. It's just something I couldn't relate to.
You're
so
like,
I'm like,
can't relate.
I literally couldn't relate to it. So I'm just like, okay. But now that I'm actually going through it, I have a whole new view on it. So I'm like, oh wow, this is what it feels like. I get it now. I can relate to it. So I mean, I'm grateful that I'm able to experience another layer to motherhood.
Yeah, and I appreciate
that's what it is.
Because that's all it is. And like, as moms, we need to empathize with each other more, because the judgment, and that's just one thing that I'm like not down for. Like, I hate when moms are like judging other moms. Like, regardless of what it is, meet that mom with compassion and empathy, because you don't know their experience.
Yeah.
Period.
I agree.
Okay, so segueing into our men, because you know we love our men.
We sure do.
Baby daddy. How has your relationship with Lee changed? Because obviously, and like that's what I like about experiencing it together. When we came in together, it was our first baby, our first time, so we got to talk about it with the boys. That podcast is still up. If you guys want to go look at it on the channel.
That was fun.
That was really cute, and we got to see. But like the dynamic has changed. Like bringing a kid into the world, obviously, you know, can be a good thing. But sometimes some people aren't as intimate. Some people feel like it brought them closer. Like, what is the reality for you and Lee?
So the reality for us is what we are also empathizing with is like, before, like we would hear parents say like, man, like having a kid, it can get in the way of your relationship, or it can affect your love life, it can affect your romance. And I'm like, that ain't gonna be us.
Okay.
Our romance always gonna be good.
We on fire.
And I'm like, oh, okay, y'all was right. We really don't got that much time for each other, because especially with me, like loving this motherhood role, I'm just like pouring so much into being a mom. I'm pouring so much just into myself outside of motherhood, outside of relationship. But like, we definitely see where our relationship, it is struggling a little bit in that aspect. You know, we're like, hey, we have to prioritize like intimacy and romance and going on dates, because it will just like slowly fade away.
Real fast.
Yeah, it will slowly fade away.
Got a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is too, like, when we moved to Houston, it was just us two, no family, no friends, no nothing. So in a way, it's still kind of that we don't have any family there. We don't have any help. So in the daytime, when Kingston's at daycare, we're working throughout the day. So when he comes home, you know, like it's just, it's that constant cycle. Play with him, feed him, let's put him to bed. By the time we went through our entire day, we're like, all right, we're tired. Yeah, we're tired.
Like dead ass. I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we definitely see that, but we gonna get a babysitter.
Good.
We will, because we have to prioritize our quality time, and that's my number one love language, quality time. So we're gonna get back on track, but it's something I can absolutely relate to with a lot of new parents, because your relationship can struggle.
Okay. So while we're on the relationship topic, this is kind of a segue into like modern womanism, but also it fits within the modern like motherhood thing. What do you feel like your role is as a woman in your household? Of like for instance, me, I relate to things of like, a lot of people look at my life from the outside looking in, and I've had people recently apologize to me of like, girl, I just thought you were like a housewife living at home, not doing that thing. And then they see me and they're like, you manage the household, you make sure Chris is okay, you work, you do your, social media stuff, you're taking care of the babies. Like, there's so much that goes into being a mother, but our society wants to like obviously idolize like the leisurely life. So you want to make it look as easy as possible, which you also want to get everything done. So like, what is your role in your household as a modern mother? And are you trying to downplay it like, oh, it's just a breeze and I can do it easily? Or are you like, no, show me love. Like I work my butt off.
My role within my household is just to give my all, in whatever way that I can. And the thing is, as I said, like, yes, every household looks different. Yeah. Every dynamic can look different, but we sometimes really do ask ourselves, like, are you trying your best? Seriously, no. Are you trying your best? It's like, I'm doing good, but I don't know if I'm at 100% every day. It's hard to be at 100% every day. Sure. It is, because it's like, you will get burnt out. You know what I'm saying? You can get burnt out. But as long as I know that I'm doing my best to contribute towards my household in like every single area, like that is my role. That is our role. You get what I'm saying? Raising amazing children and putting amazing humans out into the world, being an amazing partner to one another. Like, I would say that is like my role within my household, like we are. And I think with this generation also, like with the millennials, like we see that there is like a huge shift within the dynamics, because it's like women are working now. You get what I'm saying? Everyone isn't like a housewife, like as like our parents. Our parents were, grandparents were. The gender roles are different. So it's like we just bring our all to our household, and it's like we're in this together. We're gonna do this together. We're gonna grow together and be our best
just
together.
Don't figure it out.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out.
Okay. I like that. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay. Like, I'm like, okay. Yeah. All right. So then, this is kind of how I want to like end the podcast. So we'll do a little bit of word association when it comes to babyhood, baby stuff, not babyhood, baby stuff. Oh. Okay. So I'm thinking like now, okay, for the people who are not moms yet. You watch a lot of baby song stuff. So I'm like, Miss Rachel, Gracie's Corner, like all that stuff be on repeat in my house. So I know all the words to everything. So I'm going to name you a word, and then you sing like the first thing that comes to your mind, but like make it like Baby Rachel.
I will definitely be singing Miss Rachel if you say one of her words.
Okay. Well, I already got one for you, but this is just a
So will I have
one.
to say one word or just like
sing
a phrase?
I'm gonna give you a word, and then you sing a song, or.
So I'm singing a song.
Yeah, a song, or like a nursery rhyme kind of thing.
Okay. All right. Cool. This will be fun.
Okay. Apple.
And banana.
I'd like to eat apples and bananas. Okay, period. I know this one that you like. This one I know that you'll get. Okay, bubble gum.
Icky, sicky, 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 bubble gum, bubble gum. That is Kingston's favorite song. Like oh my God.
No, girl, Laura be like, your hand stuck to your head.
Oh
and you
my
pull
God.
Up.
Yes.
And you pull up. I love that. Okay.
Listen, I want to meet Miss Rachel. I want to meet her.
I don't know. I don't like to meet people that I like, because expensive because she watches Miss Rachel all the time.
How do you feel about screen time?
It depends. Like, it's crazy because I'm like, Alora's an islander. She's an islander and she would rather be outside, so I don't really have to worry about screen time. But when she watches Miss Rachel or she watches whatever she watches, she focuses. So I like to give her screen time while she's like eating her food.
Okay.
So that I can like feed her and she'll eat and she'll do her screen time, and then when she's done, it's off and she's playing.
Okay.
Okay, last but not least, we're gonna do love.
Love.
Yeah?
Love.
Okay, Keisha. Oh, we're supposed to be moms right now. Come on. Yeah.
I mean, that's the first thing that came to mind.
I think of
Which one
Barney.
was it?
I love you. You love me.
Okay, well, you didn't say it was mommy edition.
I did.
Okay, all right, my bad. Okay, my bad. Let's do it again.
Pregnancy break. Let's see.
My God.
All right, well, you're good. Is that all you got? You want one more word?
I want one more word. I want one more. My bad. I'm
okay,
sorry.
let's do easy. Bus.
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
Get it.
Round
Get
and
it.
round.
Remix.
Round
Get
and-
it.
Oh, like the Gracie's Corner?
Exactly.
The wheels go rolling.
Okay, beautiful. Well,
She's legendary.
y'all know we love you, and y'all know we can talk all day.
This
we probably
is
will
fun.
talk all day.
Yeah.
But we had to make sure we brought it back for the pregnancy, the second one.
I just want to say, like, this is really cool. Like I tell you all the time, we tell each other all the time, like, even with our friendship, like, we are just like letting it go at whatever pace it naturally goes at. But I just think that is so cool with like us being pregnant at the same time for now 2 times in a row. I'm team green. You're wearing the team green.
Period.
So, like, we don't know what I'm having yet, but it would just be so cool if I was carrying a little girl, because it's like then we would like switch. You had your girl first, I have my boy second, you're having your boy second. Yeah. I don't know, I might be having my girl or a boy second.
This is my guess.
And can we get the guess?
Yeah, it's on camera. I really think she's having a girl, just because I know her symptoms were totally different this time. Her baby is sitting a little different in her tummy this time, and I really just feel like it's a girl. If it's not a girl, I'm gonna be shocked, and y'all can write it down. Like, I'm gonna be shocked. But anyways, we love you. Thanks for coming back to the podcast.
And I don't think y'all will see a third pregnancy.
No. Oh, I'm done.
I
don't know about her. She can say what she wants.
I'm like, I know the people are wondering. So y'all doing this again? Was this planned? No, it was not planned.
It was not planned. But we did call each other. Okay, really quick. Oh, crap. Oh, I gotta tell you guys a story really quick. How did we tell each other we were pregnant?
There we go. There's the tea.
This is the tea. This is really quick.
But like, let's talk about the conversation before.
That's what
I'm
talking about, because we were talking about.
And mind you, we'll catch up like every couple months or something like that.
And we were really on each other's head. We're like, okay, we're doing YouTube. We need to do a YouTube video. Let's plan. Let's get on each other. Let's circle back in a week. And like, let's have a phone call.
She circled back with a pregnancy test.
Did. I circled back, and then she's like, okay, girl, you got your YouTube stuff together. And I just had a pregnancy test. Like, and
I was mind blown.
Yeah.
I was like, wait,
no,
what?
But here's the crazy part, and I got chills. It's crazy. So I was like, just give me a little bit more time for the YouTube video. And then she had called me randomly. So I'm thinking now she's calling me about YouTube. So she's like, I'm like, hey girl, like, oh, did you finally get your stuff done? And then she's like, girl, guess what? And I was like,
she knew it.
Stop it right now. I was like, you're pregnant. Like, it was, you can't make this up. So we were the first people that we told on both sides, because we were shook, like, by each other.
It is so, because like the conversation before even like the pregnancy announcement, it was just, I think we were talking about how we wanted to eventually be pregnant again. You get like, you know, because
I was telling her that I changed my mind, because when she was pregnant the first time, she was like all on the clouds and was like, I want to have babies back to back. And I was like, you're a psycho.
And she was telling me like, yeah, I think I'm ready again. Yeah. I'm like, wait, what? Like, what? Yeah. So like a few days after that, maybe like 3 days, she called me and I'm like, this is about YouTube. Yeah. She said, girl, I'm pregnant.
No,
and we're only like 7 weeks apart.
Yeah, our babies are going to be like January, February.
Insane.
Yeah, it's insane.
Insane. But, so she passed the pregnancy dust over here. And now I'm like, who do I give it to next?
Oh, girl.
A couple people got it.
No, I'm like, I got a couple people.
Don't give it back.
No, first of all, never. But also, the people that got it, y'all know y'all got it, and I'm holding the secret until it's time for us to share.
A couple people got it.
Baby, there's babies coming.
There's babies coming in 2024.
Period. I love that.
I also want to give a guess for if I think you're gonna have, because she is due on Christmas.
Yeah.
So my guess for if you're gonna have a 2023 baby versus 2024.
Okay.
All right, so I just want to say this. since your first birth was so successful, a regular, amazing birth, I feel like your muscles and your body are gonna know what to do, and I'm feeling the 2023 vibes.
Okay.
But in my heart, I want it to be 2024, so both of our children can really be aligned and born in the same year. So do you think you could wait a couple days?
I can.
At the end of the year,
yeah,
you're gonna tell him like,
I want his birthday to be his own day, so
January
we can
1st.
wait. Girl, January 4th.
The 4th? You want him to come the 4th?
Because I don't want him to have a New Year's birthday. I want the 4th.
January. So tell him to wait till January 4th.
He's gonna wait. Anyways, okay, we love y'all.
All right.
Like I said, we can talk all day, but make sure y'all like, subscribe. The next podcast is gonna be up next week. So
can we do a bump high five?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drop your comments below. Oh! Love you guys.
Bye.